Hello. We are ready to start our last regular week because week 14, you won't have a discussion board and there are just a few new assignments that are different from the regular weeks. So this is our last regular week of class. And then next week will be our final week of class. So this week, like I said, you'll have everything the same, the normal pre-gathering and post-gathering assignments. The one thing that you will have access to starting on Thursday at 12 a.m., so really Wednesday at midnight Mountain Standard Time, is if you'll come into, let me get there, if I go to lesson 13, and we go to the Oh, you know what? Let me just show you actually. It looks like it's right here. If you go to lesson 14, it shows that some of lesson 14 assignments begin April 5th. So let me show you. Final exam practice test. This is what you will have access to starting on April 5th, so Thursday at 12 a.m. This is something, it's not due, the final exam is not until next week. But if you find that you have extra time this week and want to practice for the final exam or just check it out, go ahead and come here to Lesson 14's folder. Once again, we were in if you come up to the top, you'll see that we were in the pre-gathering. Because the final exam practice test can be taken as many times as you want. So you can take it many times. And so if you're finding that you're getting towards the end of the week and you have all your pre-gathering and post-gathering assignments due, come here and give it a try. Okay, I'll explain that final exam practice test. So, let's see. Let me come back to the table of contents. If you go to lesson 13 is where we are. And this week our topic is on giving back. So you'll see recognizing that you have blessings and acknowledging that the Lord plays a part in your life, and expressing gratitude for the blessings that you do have. And as you have that gratitude, one thing to do to show your gratitude is to serve. The study skill that we'll be working on is making connections, so kind of relating to the information or the content. Let me go to let me hide my face if it's going to block the application activity. As you come here, I guess I'll put my face back up. Okay, I'm not blocking it too bad. If you'll come here, you think about what you have learned about giving back. Download the template and complete the template. Here is what you're going to do to complete this assignment. You have a self-assessment from President Clark that you will take. That self-assessment helps you find out how you have entitlement in your life. Entitlement is where you feel entitled, like I deserve something. And so we need to identify what areas you might have some entitlement. Are you critical of others or look down on others? And just be honest with yourself. Maybe you do sometimes, or just in your mind you do. Is the word deserve in your vocabulary? Do you say, I deserve this? I worked hard, I deserve this. Do you care too much about indicators of status and rank, like how much money you have or where you serve in your ranking in your work? If you're not recognized or blessed immediately after you do something good, do you hear a voice that thinks, that's not fair, what about me? Recognize what I did. Are you doing things to get that recognition? Do you ever seek special treatment for yourself, and does it happen a lot? So read through these questions, and based on your interests or needs, after you review those, you will go to, this drop down. So like it says here, read through the material on the drop down and select 2 things to study. Okay, you can choose any 2 that you want. As you look there, as you think, okay, maybe question 1 is an area I could work on, being critical of others. Then here are 4 actually resources that will help me improve or focus on that area. So I just need to explore 2. If you want to read more, you can, but the requirement is 2. So I could read maybe Judging Others, Stop It. I'm going to watch that clip, or listen to another one by Elder Uchtdorf. So as you do this, you'll be able to identify suggestions, tips for how to work with that area that you may be struggling with. And you'll answer some questions about that on the template. So once again, you first take that kind of self-assessment and identify which question it is that you could probably work on, and then read some material that relates to that question, and at least two of them, read or listen to a talk that will help you identify ways to improve in that area, and you'll use the template to answer some of those questions. So that is application. It's a pretty straightforward one this week. It's pretty clear. If you have any questions, remember, we have until lesson 14 is our last week. That's next week. This is your last week of discussion boards. So let's see, I'm sorry. Let me just tell you with the discussion boards, if you have questions, especially as this coming to the end of a semester, you can ask them on the questions and conversations board, or just send me an email. And then on the discussion board, there's really, I hope to have a lot of participation. I know as the semester goes on, the discussion board is something that sometimes we don't spend as much time or effort on because we are having so many other areas or getting burnt out. But please participate in the discussion board this week. It's your final week of discussion boards, and check through your grades. Go to My Grades and Grades, so that you're able to identify, do you have any missing assignments? Is it too late? Remember the late deadline. You have 1 week and you'll have a penalty if you do submit late, but at least up to a week late you can submit things. If you have unique emergencies that came up, I really try to stick to just that 1 week late policy, but sometimes there's rare circumstances or emergencies that took place that I need to be aware of. So reach out to me and have a wonderful week. I hope you all have some time this week to listen to some of the conference talks that you heard over the weekend. If you didn't have a chance to listen to or watch conference, it was such a wonderful conference and a lot of new changes coming. So I would encourage you to listen, and I love listening to them several times because I catch something different every time that I didn't hear the first time. So I'm grateful for General Conference and the chance to hear from the mouthpieces of the Lord, and I'm grateful for our leaders. And I will talk with you guys next week. Bye.